What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome on back to our Pokemon Ultra Sun walkthrough. In the last part, we worked our way back down south after dealing with, you know, the totem Pokemon and all that. And yeah, made quick work of Route 6. And that means we can finally move ahead to the Royal Avenue over here. I think is what this place is called, wait, right? Yeah, Royal Avenue. I honestly get the name confused with the Joint Avenue from the Unova games, I think from Black 2 and White 2. But anyways, this is going to be, you know, kind of like a little town. You know, there might not, I mean, there's still a Pokemon Center here, but there might not be like actual, you know, people living here in homes and everything. But the main attraction is the Battle Royal Dome, which we'll check out in just a bit. You're going to want to head kind of to the front of it to really get things going. But we'll, you know, explore some other things first. And that includes trying to grab all of the items in here. So, yeah, we'll try to get all of that stuff first. And we'll start in the little park out here. I think there's actually some, like, yeah, right here you can see a little sparkling. That's going to be some pink nectar. I'm pretty sure there was some of the yellow nectar back on the first island. So, like, here's the pink one, for instance. Anyways, another big attraction here is going to be the Thrifty Mega Mart. Kind of like a giant little shopping center that we'll see. Other than that, this lady's going to ask us for a battle. You know I can't turn that down. So she's going to spin around and, are we going to, okay, we are going to get to the battle. I mean, what was that? That was all unnecessary. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday as well. And she's gonna have one of the, oh no, this is like the psychic type Oricorio, isn't it? Oh, great. Well, let me get on out of here. But yeah, goal is today to, you know, the goal is to get through this whole area, the Royal Avenue, and then hopefully through Route 7 as well, which is a really short, I mean, you know, somewhat short, I guess. Maybe not really short. There are still battles and stuff at least. But yeah, that would be nice because next episode we can go into the Wela Volcano, which is the location of trial number 2. So yeah, kind of felt like a big gap between, you know, the island trial on Melamela Island and then the first island trial here. But now, once you do, you know, once we fought the Araquanid and everything, and now it feels like they're going to be happening almost back to back to back, which is kind of crazy. Alright, so she's gonna spin around again. I guess that's because she has an Oricorio, and Oricorio is like, oh, you know, the mon that dances and everything. Something like that. There are some hidden items scattered around. I'm actually gonna heal up. Probably should have waited to go to the Pokemon Center, I guess, but I don't know. We're not doing any difficult battles today, so it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, I'll go up there in just a second. I think I'm gonna go back up this way first. There might be an Ultra Ball you can get, yeah, all the way up here behind these little mini palm trees, if you want to call them that. Usually, you know, regular palm trees are a lot bigger. Aside from that stuff though, we'll check out kind of a few of the buildings on the east side where we just were, and then we'll get to that main stuff. But yeah, the exit to this place is going to be northeast of here, but don't even bother trying to go that way because you just can't yet. You just can't. Alright, so there is someone in here that'll have something for you. This lady's talking about the Pyuku Mukus. So yeah, this is also the Pyuku Muku fan club, I guess. I mean, this Pokemon really has a fan club. Seriously. No offense, but like, look at it, man. It's a Pyuku Muku. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. But yeah, this thing's a little water type. We haven't seen one yet, have we? Maybe we did back on like Hau'oli City. Back on the beach over there. But yeah, it's just a plain water type. Doesn't evolve or anything. Has that really interesting ability, Innards Out, I think it's called. Where I think if you kill it with a physical move, then it's gonna do like double the damage that you just did back to it. So like one-shotting it can actually be pretty scary. So, anyways, after all her dialogue, you can offer to give her a Moo Moo Milk if you have one, and you will get a big Malasada for doing so. So, that's kind of neat. Other than that, though, I think we'll go back outside. Yeah, Malasadas are great and all, I get it. Trust me, I hear it from Hal enough. And notice how, like, the workers all look identical, too. Bro, that is kind of that's kind of scary, man. That's kind of scary. So let's get on out of here. I think there's someone in front of the shop, too, that we can speak to. It's not you, is it? Maybe it's this guy off to the left. Nope. Okay, maybe they're just not over here. Over here, though, you're going to have a Pokemon fan club. We were just talking about Pyuku Muku. Now we can head in here real fast. Sometimes in some of the Pokemon games, you know, like the chairman will have something for you. This guy, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think you can also take a bunch of pictures of Pokemon and do stuff in here. You can see all the pictures on the walls. We have not been using that feature a whole lot, though, so I don't think those people want anything to do with me. With that being out of the way, though, let's head up this way, right to the entrance. You're going to see Gladion heading in. Remember, we saw him back on Route 5. So let's get straight to it. Just head on inside. I guess, you know what? Actually, we can go to the Thrifty Mega Mart first. Why not? Might as well get this out of the way, too, I guess. So nothing back here. Got some, what looks to be Team Skull, but I don't think it is. I think that's actually like I don't know what trainer class they are in this game, but yeah, they look very similar to Team Skull, so I don't blame you if you get them confused. Alright, this place later on in the game is actually where you can get the Z Crystal for Eevee once you, like, go around the region and defeat all of the other Eevee trainers. That might not make sense right now, but it will in the post-game. Other than that, though, I think you can talk to this Drifloon right up here. And, yeah, it's the Drifloon we saved on Route 6, which is, remember in the last episode when we met that Hapu girl with her Mudsdale? Yeah, it'll give you a lemonade, so that's pretty nice. We're actually getting paid for doing some work. And, now we're gonna want to talk to, or we're gonna want to find someone right here. Whoa, is this a Hypno? No, it's actually someone dressed up as a Hypno. And if you give him a 1,000 Pokédollars, you will get TM44 Rest in exchange. So, yeah, you'll get a TM for giving this dude $1,000. I mean, that's crazy, just giving someone $1,000 in a grocery store. Who are we, Mr. Beast or something? But, you know, hey, look, we're good Samaritans, alright? And aside from that, I think we can just head on. There's another Hypno out there. That one must be real. Totem sticker up here if you want to go ahead and grab it. And I think there's one more thing right back here. Yeah, here we go, an HP up. Okay, so that's basically it for the Royal Avenue. Again, some hidden items that I probably missed. But let's actually get to the battling, because so far, you know, it's been a little boring, okay? Look, even I'll say it, alright? Even I'll say it. And I'm the one making this video. So yeah, just come to the middle, and this will sort of start everything. Now, what is the Battle Royal, you might be wondering? Well, this is going to be a, four-way battle, basically a free-for-all. And this guy walks down, he's like the Master Royal is what he calls himself. Now, if you can't tell by kind of the body shape, the way he walks, the beard, this is Professor Kukui. That's not really a huge spoiler or anything for the plot, so don't worry if you really wanted to not hear that, but yeah, that is Professor Kukui in disguise. And Hal's here as well, so as I'm sure you can guess, these are going to be your three opponents, Kukui, Gladion, and Hal. Matter of fact, I think Kukui's going to use a Rockruff, which, you know, we've seen him have the whole time. So that also just gives it away completely. But yeah, as I said, a four-way free-for-all fight, which is pretty crazy, but kind of cool at the same time. I guess it technically does mean you can literally get attacked by 3 different Mons, which would really stink, but this one, I think, is like, this battle right here is probably programmed to not let that happen. So yeah, you're going to be going up against a Type Null Rockruff and the middle stage of whatever starter Hal has. I've got Crabrawler out here because he matches up well against, like, all 3 of these Mons, really. And I just gotta hope I don't get, like, you know, ganged up on. And holy cow, my game, I think, is lagging a little bit because of how many Mons are out here on the field. Okay, Rockruff went for Protect. That's fine with me. because I attacked Type Null. Type Null is going to have Tackle and Pursuit. Rockruff has Rock Throw, Bite, and Protect. And then for us, it's Torracat, which has Fire Fang, Lick, and Scratch. But yeah, I guess Gladion's kind of getting the short end of the stick right here so far. But hey, that is what it is. Golly, Fire Fang does a lot of damage though. Yeah, Torracat, pretty strong. It'll eventually be a Dark type, which, you know, we're already super effective with Brionne on our rival starter. But when it becomes a Dark type, Crabrawler is also going to be super effective. But yeah, I think once one Mon goes down, the battle ends. Either that, or they just wanted to kind of show you a tutorial of it. So, pretty strange, but whatever. I mean, I could have won that whole thing, man. But then this guy walks up. His name is Kiawe, and he's the fire captain over at Wella Volcano Mountain, which I talked about a second ago. And yeah, that's going to be the location of the next trial, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think we're going to be doing in the next episode. Which is kind of wild. So yeah, Hal, you know, he's like, oh man, Gladion. Yeah, Gladion's a very, you know, Debbie Downer type of person, alright. Hal's gonna stick around here, I suppose. I'll be honest, I'm trying to get my thumbnail screenshot right here, but man, it's... Dude, okay, this is something I've, like, been meaning to mention. When I was doing the older game walkthroughs, you know, the 2D games, it was, like, a lot easier to, you know, get a good screenshot for the thumbnails. Because it was just, you know, the little 2D perspective. But now with the 3D games and, like, all the cutscenes and everything, bro, it is harder to, like, get good screenshots and stuff like that. I'm not even kidding. So I don't know what this one's going to be, but whatever. Let's move on to Route 7, because now that we've done that stuff, this is opened up. Now, as I said, Route 7, not very big. However, there will be some little dirt clouds, I think, down on the beach. Or, no, maybe not down on the beach. There might be somewhere as you're traversing this place. Now, you can't go north. This will be blocked off until you beat this island trial. But yeah, as I was saying, the dirt clouds, if you find any, are going to play home to some Alolan Diglets. So that's pretty sick. For now, though, there's just the little beach. And we can't even... Oh, yeah, we can surf. That's right. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and start surfing. Because that is a majority of Route 7. Now, you probably saw the path off to the left. If you want to go straight for the island trial and into the volcano area, then you'll just head straight on that way. Other than that, by surfing, you can also find Pyukumukus, who I talked about earlier in the episode. A bunch of other water types, too. But we do have some trainers out here to fight, and yeah, this is kind of how we will spend the rest of our time today, I suppose. Ooh, I know I've got some new Mega Evolution reactions since the last time I recorded some walkthrough episodes, because I've streamed Legends ZA a couple of times. I am very close to being done with the entire main story, which is cool. That was my goal, to get it done before the DLC comes out, which is December 10th, right? So I'm pretty sure I can do that. But yeah, man, what have I seen? Oh gosh, see, I'm gonna start forgetting. Oh, Pyroar. Pyroar. Oh man, it might be the worst. It might be the worst. All they literally did was just, like, comb up his hair a little bit. Like nothing else changed besides the little mane got taller, I guess. Like, I don't know. Yeah, very, very mid. Pretty bad, honestly. Even worse than mid. And I hate to say it, I like Pyroar, you know? Don't got any beef with it, but that Mega stinks. What else have I seen? I think Frostlass maybe was a new one I saw recently. Yeah, that one was... That one's fine. Frostlass, I think, is good. You know, it's good. So, here we go. Here's going to be some of the dirt clouds. This is where you can find a Alolan Diglett. You just saw one go across the... And you just saw one run into me. Okay, I was not even paying attention. But yeah, I know we saw Mega Malamar, which of course that came out in a trailer, but to be fair, that was my first time seeing it in an actual, like, in the actual game, so Mega Malamar is pretty decent. It's pretty good. But yeah, I was just, man, I was disappointed with Pyroar, I can't lie. It really rivals, like, a Dragonite or, like, Chandelure as my least favorite new Mega, I think. So, I don't know. And Charjabug, look, I know Diglett's pretty fast, but can you just, thank you, I was about to say, can we please just run away? So yeah, we're on a little beach right now. We can head back up this way and reach a dead end, but it also has an item for us, which is going to be a max repel. Now I think there's only 3 more trainers left, just a bunch of swimmers, so we will have to locate them throughout this little sea over here. So yeah, let's get straight to it. And I think there's one more island kind of further out, and I think the TM for Double Team will be on there, so we'll make sure to grab that too. But yeah, I think Charjabug is just going to be carrying the rest of the way. But yeah, other than that, Thanksgiving break was good. You know, that's over with, but it was good. Had a good time back home. Thanksgiving Day itself was solid. Can't complain. So yeah, just kind of hung out, got some stuff done, and I don't know. Really, I took it pretty chill. I'll be honest. I wanted to chill for a bit. I did get one assignment done that I wanted to get done. There was another thing that I thought about starting, but then I was like, nah, I don't have to start that. It's Thanksgiving break. So, yeah. Is that going to come back to haunt me? You know, maybe. Very well could. But, hey, it's all right. Oh, it definitely is. Nah, because I think I can get it done tomorrow. All right, so there was swimmer number 2. I think I'm just going to zigzag back and forth, make sure I don't miss any of these people. Is there an item over here, by the way? Kind of on this behind side. Nope. Looks like there would be, man. Come on, you can't blame me for that. But yeah, so we're closing in on the 3rd little island. Here's the swimmer, though. Ooh, he's hitting the breaststroke. I don't know. I feel like breaststroke or freestyle is like the easiest, you know, type of swimming. Butterfly is like the hardest, I think. Honestly, no, I don't know. Backstroke's pretty tough, too. I did 1 year of a swim team, and I had to get up at like 8 a.m. every morning during the summer. So, yeah, that kind of made me never want to do it again. But anyways, yeah, no, as I said, break was good. Me and my mom, because she started watching, so I've been watching Stranger Things since it like first came out. But then I rewatched it with her during the summer, and it was her first time seeing it. And so then, you know, we watched the first couple of episodes that came out, last week, for season 5. So that was kind of crazy, you know. I do like that series. It's pretty good, I think. Don't know if anyone else watching this video is into it, but if you are, feel free to let me know. Here's that TM I was talking about a second ago. We got Double Team. And the last person's just, like, hanging out in this little, like, what is this? Like, how is this water not evaporated or anything? But let's go ahead and take her on, and then that'll probably do it for this episode. I actually don't have a timer with me like I normally do, so I don't know how long this one's going to end up being. But as I said, next time we'll head into the volcano, and we could very well be getting our next team member. Now, am I going to be taking on the trial? I still got to figure that out. I think I will, because there's not that many trainers in there before you get to the top of the mountain, so once we catch our next team member, like, that's literally the next thing to do is take on the trial. So maybe I'll do some leveling up before that next video, which of course will be next Monday, I do believe. For now, though, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Have a good rest of y'all's Wednesday, and until next time, deuces.